Okay.
Alright guys, this is Vaughn here with the Trunks, my personal Trunks deck profile. I've been working this deck since Set 2 came out. It replaced my Goku deck and I love it. It's fun. It makes people sad. So let's start. Yeah. Trunks leader, let's talk about him real quick. His ability, it's an auto once per turn. During your turn, when you combo with a card with a cost of energy of 2 or more, draw 1 card. The color of the energy doesn't matter. He awakens at 4 like most leaders. Awaken ability, same deal, except he draws on attack. And just look at that beautiful card art. Anyways, on to the next. So, this deck is it's mono blue. So, we're not running mono blue, so we're running 4 Kind Sun, Goku. It searches half your damn deck. You play a lot of Gokus, you'll see in a second.
Just a good way to thin out your deck, huh?
Exactly. I've literally, in a match you'll see later, I literally... turn 1, did this, saw another one, did it again. I kept doing it until I was actually able to play any of my higher-ups just to get that deck thin for other cards I needed. Like these, your Vegetas. I play 4 Assailant Vegetas. He's a critical, 15k, 3-drop, super good card. He's no-cost combo, which, because he's a 3-cost card, gets you your leader effect if you need to in a pinch early game. I usually will mulligan this card, though. I usually try to keep it kind. I want my opening hand to be 1 or 2 Kind Suns and maybe this, but this is the card you can't search. I usually keep this over this next card. 4 Mighty Attack Son Gokus, same deal, just a 1 combo, 5k, 3-drop, 1500 critical. You'll be noticing a theme shortly. He's searchable off of your Kind Sun, and he's just a really good card. He can put a lot of pressure on your opponent with criticals. It's honestly like the best mechanic in the game.
It really is. Puts pressure on you.
Next, we have, surprise, surprise, more Gokus. The 4-drop Overflowing Spirit, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Son Goku. I should have just said Super Saiyan Blue. Whatever. Critical and permanent when you have 4 more energy. So, is it 4 or 5? 5 more energy. He on your turn, he's 2,500 instead of 15, and he's a 4-drop.
Why only 3 and not 4?
He's a 4-drop, so I hate seeing him early game. I want to see him searched off of Kind Sun, and I just don't want to see him as much because of how much I search Gokus in this deck.
Alrighty.
Next we have 2 Vegeta Princess Speeds. It's good draw power. It helps you get rid of dead Vegetas off the field. You really don't want to attack anything in this deck unless it has critical, because that's the whole point of this deck. You just critical, 5-lock them, and then you go in for the kill.
But the draw power is just too good.
Exactly. And if my opponent's playing something like Cell, and I already have a Vegeta on the field, and he didn't kill it already in my next turn, or something like that, or I have enough energy, I'll evolve into him, or even just bring him out. I think just when we play him, and I'll get that draw, because it's super needed, especially against Cell. This deck sucks against Cell sometimes, because you draw a lot. Alright, we'll hide you for a second. We got 2 more Vegetas, 2 God Charge Vegeta, dual attack critical, can again evolve from another Vegeta, and he gets rid of blockers. I really don't see that too much. I don't see too many blockers anymore, except for maybe 16, who's a super good blocker, or actually, it doesn't work on the Whis. But I'm actually going to be replacing him with 2 7-drop Beerus's. He's too cloggy because I search all my Gokus out, and I end up just seeing him when I don't want to, when I'd rather see the next card. And honestly, that 7-drop Beerus is just so good. If your opponent has no hands, which this deck is really good at pressuring your opponent with the criticals, and you bring out the 7-drop Beerus,
it's game over.
It's game. They just lost their energy
in their entire field.
Yeah. And next, the star of the show, 3 Trunks the Constant Hope, 6-drop. My favorite card in the deck. So good. So first off, you can evolve him with Trunks, but we don't play any other Trunks yet. There's no other Trunks really worth playing yet. When there's a Son Goku in the field or drop zone or any combination, he gains Triple Strike. And to top it off, when you attack with him, you combo something out of your drop zone, negated or not.
Why only 3?
Again, if you see what you don't want to see at your first turn, and at 3 I've found I always see it. I have a card later on I'll show you that searches it when I need it, and it's super good, but at 3 I see it enough, and at the same time I don't see it turn too much, and at 3 it also doesn't get stuck in my energy, ever. And this deck draws a lot, so once you've thinned out your Gokus, this is so easy to find. Alright. That's all for the main battle. Yeah, the battle cards. We're going to move on to cards you really only combo with. Next, we have the staple, 4 boost attack Picolo. You play it because you're playing blue. And his effect actually he actually works off of your leader. So early game, if I see him and I don't have a way of getting him, if I need to just get deeper into the deck, I'll combo with him, even though I'm not going to get the bonus yet, just so I can get the draw off of my leader effect. And then the deadly combo right here is you attack with this when you're low life. He automatically combos with this. You get a draw off of him, and you get a draw off your leader. It's busted, especially if you've used this with your leader prior to attacking. All right.
So you basically can just keep reusing boost attack Picolos.
Oh yeah, it's busted. This deck draws so much. Unless my opponent 5-blocks me and I don't see an out to it, I almost always go through half my deck, which is why I'm running this at 3 instead of 4, even though it's so important. All right, next to Unyielding Spirit Trunks. I only play 2 because he's really useful early game to get your negates back if you want to hold on to your life to wait for results of training, which it's blue, we're playing results. Or if you just need that 1 extra energy to get the 6 drop on field or something, it's just super good. And again, it's 2 energy or more, so it works for your leader to get that extra draw on top of it. It works as your 5th and 6th copies of boost attack. And here's my favorite combo card. 2 Furthering Destruction Champas. Because you don't need to match an energy color for combos, he's perfect for this deck. You can turn your criticals into double strike critical. Not to mention, you still get your draw for your leader because it does not matter about the color. The only thing that sucks, what doesn't really matter, is you can't pull him off of your 6 drop.
Good.
Alright, sorry about that. The camera, my phone basically died. But yeah, as I was saying, it's really brutal to have this guy out. You can get a draw for your leader. Not to mention, you can lull your opponent to a false sense of security with a double crit. I've actually ended games. Because of this card, I would attack with my crit, and they'd be at 2 life. But whatever, I could sit out. They don't use their negate. And then I drop this, and all of a sudden, the only cards in the hand is the game. I've won a game because of this card. All right. On to the extra cards. We have 2 Zen-Oh Button, because any more bricks you, and this card's trash early game. In fact, halftime early game, I put in my energy. Probably really bad, honestly, but it's whatever. Next, we have 2 Trunks Time Machine. This card is absolutely busted. It's a 1 cost, 0 cost if you have 4 more energy. It lets you search the top 10 for a Trunks, Future, Vegeta, or Son Goku. So it searches literally your entire deck, except for when I add Virus. And it saved me sometimes, but early game you never want to see this. Same reason why you only run 2. Next, we have 4 Whis' Coercion because you're playing blue. Also, 4 Senzu and 4 Objection. I don't run the full ramp engine with the Whis' and Bulmas because I don't want the game going on that long. I want to hit 6 energy and end my opponent. I'm going to be pecking away at them with criticals, leaving them at 5 and destroying their soul. And sending them to the Shadow Realm. Or, in this case, a jar. To Mafuba. It's really good. Costs 2 energy, so you only run 2, because you don't want to see it till late game when they have threats that you want to actually use it on. Also, you draw into it super easy with this deck. And to top off the deck, we have 2 Results of Training. I originally had this at 4, but I never saw it when I needed it, and I always saw it after I awakened or when it was already too late. I lost the game because I drew into this off my leaders and my Picolos. So this card can brick you, which is why I only run 2 this way. Worst case scenario, I've charged 2. Alright, and that wraps up your deck. Oh no, I'm going to go into combos. So, the typical way you play this deck is really easy. Early game, you just kind of sit, you don't attack them at all unless you're attacking with your criticals. You just slowly peck away at them for criticals, lock them at 5. Once you hit 5, you just don't do anything till you have a field that looks like something like this. You poke at them with your 2 crits, bring them down to 3, and then swing them at this. Or you do whatever you have to do to bait out the negates. This comes out and they don't negate it. They're going to have a fun time comboing off it because this gets you your... Oh, where are you? It gets you your Picolo, so you get 10k in a draw, and also a draw for your leader. So that's 2 draws, which can get you into more combos. I've literally drawn into all 4 of my Picolos off of this card. And this is the end-all. Kind of like it was in the anime, so I feel like the deck's kind of accurate to that, ironically. But, yeah, and then, again, you use the other ways. You use this to peck at them to lower them to 3. You try to hide this as much as you can until you hit 6 energy, and they're at 5 or 3 life. One thing to note, against decks like Cell, or any deck that can self-awaken super easy, you don't want to wait. You just want to start pecking at them and make them and pressure them as hard as you can. Against Cell, I will hit them as much as humanly possible. Same thing with androids, because I want they're getting card advantage off of it, yes, but I want them to struggle through that last couple. This deck does have issues against androids. It does have issues against Cell because of the discards. And androids for the same reason, because they usually play Cells.
Well, to be fair, most decks face bad against discard.
Yeah, discard's mean. Cold Bloodlust and Crusher Ball make this deck want to cry sometimes. But again, half this battle of this deck is just knowing when to and when not to play cards, baiting out stuff. Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good day.